Hi, welcome to One Day at a Time. Thank you all for being here and welcome to all the new subscribers. I thank you all and welcome you all. Today I'm going to do a discussion on a question that I was asked by somebody. How do you tell when a child is a narcissist or has narcissistic traits? First and foremost, look at their parents, because if there's a narcissistic parent involved, then there's a very high chance this child is will have narcissistic traits, I should say. They learn them. They learn how to manipulate people. They learn how to throw tanties to get what they want. I had the unfortunate dealings with a narcissistic child when she was growing up, when she was little. She was really bad. We get enjoyment out of starting arguments and fights with people and then hide behind her father while she's getting chastised. And you weren't allowed to chastise this child. This child could do no wrong. And you would be verbally abused for your troubles. And she would stand behind her father and she would smile at you with a smirk. Now, I've never been one for hitting a child, but after this child did this many times, I can tell you I did get that urge to give that child a good slap. What I ended up doing was detaching. You detach yourself from that. It's sad because it's not really the child's fault, because they've been taught this. They've been taught this and they don't really know any better until years down the track, when they've isolated themselves from people because of their behaviour, and they don't really understand why, because in their mind they've done nothing wrong. They're only doing what they've been taught to do. So there is narcissistic children out there. Like I said, I've dealt with them, but you need to look at the parents, because there'll be a narcissistic parent involved in teaching this child this behaviour. And all you can do with that child, particularly if there's a custody arrangement happening, is to lead by example. Lead by example. Just because somebody chooses to be horrible and narcissistic and throw tanties when they don't get what they want, use threatening behaviour or manipulation to coerce people to do things they want to do, that they want them to do, not that they want to do them. It's hard to blame the child when this is all they know. Now, the child that I had the dealings with had a narcissistic mother as well as a narcissistic father, so she was really well taught on both sides on how to manipulate and control people to get things that she wanted. And then they grow up and things change, their thinking changes, and I think they're left a bit bewildered on the whole situation, the way things are. They're seeing things through a new set of eyes. She's waking up to her father's behaviour and the mother's behaviour. So it's really hard to blame the child, but doesn't excuse the behaviour. It's taught, and as I've said, that you should just lead by example. If they choose to behave at their parents' place, hypothetically say mother, and she lets them get away with all this bullshit, then let her deal with that. When they come to your house, then the rules that are at your house are different and they need to abide by that. You just stick to your guns, be consistent in what you say. Don't be horrible and mean. You don't need to stoop to their levels of the narcissistic parent, because that's what they want you to do. I had one little girl that used to go visit her mother, and she was like 3, 2.5, 3. This is like young, mind you. And she was going over to her mother going, "Nanny said I could be naughty at your house but be good at our house. I could be naughty at your place. Go over there and be naughty." See, even grandparents try to wedge gaps between the parents instead of working as a unit to keep them combined and happy family for the child's sake. I've known quite a few grandparents that get involved in their adult children's issues and manipulate situations as well. So it's taught. The narcissistic parent teaches the child, and the circle repeats, and the circle repeats until someone works it out and breaks that chain, breaks that circle. And some people it's easy to figure it out, and other people takes a bit longer to get there. Eventually they do figure it out, but sometimes it takes a bit longer, particularly if you're a child, because you don't expect your parent to betray you, to turn you against your loving mother or loving father as a way to make them feel better. That, see, she hates him too, or she hates her too. To make them egos feel better. That's basically what it is. No consideration for the child's well-being, no consideration for the child's mental state, how they're coping with anything. Narcissistic people are self-centered. And the way you'll spot one is disagreeing with them. It's important that when you meet people, particularly if you're looking to start a relationship with somebody, one, and I keep saying this in all my videos, is don't rush into things, take it slow. And if they're willing, if they really, really want to be in a serious relationship with you, they'll wait. They'll be just as cautious as you are. A smart person would be. Don't go and jump into the sack with somebody the first night you meet them. Gosh, God knows what you'll catch, let alone having a child and an unexpected pregnancy. Take things slow, get to know people, get to know who they are, get to know them at their worst as well as their best, because nobody shows you their true colours until they're pushed into a corner or they're triggered by something. And the only way you're going to find that out is not rushing in and moving in with them for starters. Just build the relationship slowly. That's how a good, long-lasting relationship will work. I've been with my husband for, probably 35 years. And it's been the best thing that ever happened to me. It took me a long time to regain trust in people after, a horrible start to my younger years and my young adult years. But I worked on myself. My children came as priority, and I found a great man. So it can happen. You just don't rush out and expect to find them overnight, because that's not how it works. And if you're dealing with somebody who's starting to throw red flags at you, and that's what you need to look out for, is the red flags. What you doing? Who you talking to? Why are you on your phone so long? Where you been? How much money did you spend today? All these questions. Or they'll try to take control of things, especially if you move in with them. Not want you to see your family. Start issues. They don't turn around and say, I don't want you to see your family. They'll make an argument or a discussion, or, I don't feel like doing it today, or they'll turn it into an argument. I've seen this many, many, many times of people wanting to go home and see their parents or their, family, and a shit fight starts. They don't even get to halfway to the destination before there's a full-blown war in the car with children in the back of the car listening to it all. And why? Because they wanted to go home and see their parent. So you need to look out for red flags. Best advice I can give anybody out there is trust your gut. If something's happening and your gut doesn't feel right, then something's wrong. Always trust your inner voice. Always. The universe is a magnificent thing. It can protect you and help you, but you've got to read the signs. You've got to listen for the signs. They could be just subtle little things, but just enough to go, oh, hang on, that's not right. Oh, hang on, that feels great. He's a nice guy, or she's a great girl. I have a bad habit myself of judging people on how they treat their children and their animals. I'm a massive animal lover, as anybody knows. I have 7 chihuahuas and 2 cats. That's my happy place. But if they treat animals bad, or they have short fuses with children, take that as a red flag. Take it as a red flag. And the bigger reaction, the bigger the red flag should be. If they get hostile or cranky really fast because a child's making too much noise or making a little bit too much mess, because we all know kids make mess and that's how they have fun and how they learn. Or if animals being a bit too, I don't know, barking too much or just something. You just look at how they treat an animal and how they treat children. And if they don't treat either of them very well to your standards, or there's just this little tiny inkling in there that might make you question, then you better listen to that and take a little bit more longer to see if this is where you want to be. And if they're showing traits of someone who is a narcissist, that you're seeing massive red flags, then spin around on that little heel of yours and head the other way. You don't want to touch that. You don't want to touch that. And there's, like the saying says, there's always plenty more fish in the sea. And there is. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry, because the right one will come around at the right time. People spend all their life looking for their soulmate, and they work too hard. Your soulmate will come to you. They're attracted. The universe is just it has a way of working things out. Just trust it. Trust the universe. Or God, whatever you want. Like I said, I've had this thing with me since I was young, and it's kept me safe, kept me warm, keeps me protected, and gives me the right words to use. Well, I'm hoping giving the right words to people. I seem to be getting a bit of attention on my page about it all, so I'm happy with that. If I can speak to one person and it's reaching one person and it radiates and helps somebody, then my job's done. Like I said, my experience have made me a voice for the voiceless. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. So I'm going to leave it there today. You have a great day. Have a nice weekend. We're Saturday morning here. I don't know when this one will come up. I'll try to get it up today. I don't have technology. I'm not very good with technology. I have a phone. So sometimes it takes me a little while to work things out, and the service where we are, because we live quite remotely, isn't always the best, but it works. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on my next one. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, I'd welcome you to do so. And if you've got anything you want me to talk about, discuss, being child-related, parent-related, relationship-related, animal-related, I know know a bit about animals. Yeah, just anything you want to chat about, I'm willing to have a go, and if I can't talk about it, then I won't. All right, guys, I'll catch you on my next one. See ya.